फिर से सड़कों पे सब नाचेंगे, पटरी पे पहिए भागेंगे, गूंजेंगे खेलों के मैदान। बांटेंगे हम खुशियाँ, गम भी हम मिलकर बांटेंगे, फिर से होगी सपनों की उड़ान। जो साथ दे दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया, फिर जीत जाएगा इंडिया। जो साथ दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया। जो साथ दे सारा इंडिया।
हाथ लिए गुड़ लड्डू साई सुरवर को, महिमा कहे न जाए, लागत हूँ पद को। जय देव जय देव, जय जय जी गणराज विद्या सुखदाता, धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन रमता। जय देव जय देव। टांगण वंदिन चरण डोळ्यान पाहिन रूप तुझे, प्रेमे अलंगिन आनंद पूजन भावे वाळिन म्हणे नामा। त्वमेव माता पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बंधुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या तरुणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे।
Good evening to one and all, and good evening to back there in US. I, Dr. Samir Shah, Principal Sardar Patel College of Pharmacy, Pakistan, welcome you all to the international seminar on challenges and opportunities after the pandemic situation of COVID-19 to industrial Spec, jointly organized by Sardar Patel Education Staff and Gujarat Technology University. We have August present to ask Honorable Education Minister, Government of Gujarat, and in Professor Dr. N.R.C. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Gujarat Technology University, Prince Talking. Dr. K.M. Khair, sir, Registrar GU, is also joining us for today on a short. I would also like to welcome for the webinar today, Sri Chintan Rajaguru, as a Senior IT Research Engineer at Indore Corporation, US. Moni Bhansali, sir, CEO Network Software Limited, in Plus President Indian SME Forum, Gujarat. Let me also take this opportunity to welcome our honorable chairman, and secretary, Technical Committee. I also welcome all chairmen, and participants in this online learning platform. Before we move on to the knowledge sharing session, let me introduce our people to all the dignitaries and the guest speakers and the participants. Our campus, Sardar Patel Education Campus, was established at Bakrot, Anand, in the year 2007 by Tirupati Foundation Trust, the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chairman and Secretary. Tirupati Foundation Trust had managed Nursing Institute, Tirupati School of Nursing, and various schools before establishing this campus at outskirts of Vallabhina. Sardar Patel College of Pharmacy, offering B.Pharm, M.Pharm, and PhD program, was the first institute started at the campus in the year 2007. Progressively, other institutes, Sardar Patel Institute of Applied Science, Sardar Patel College of Administration and Management BA program, Sardar Patel College of Administration and Management BA program, Sardar Patel College of Education, Sardar Patel College of Commerce, and Sardar Patel College of Engineering were established in leaps and bounds. The campus started with 50 students, catering 2,500 students and need of 2,500 students for education purposes. All the institutes have been named after the Iron Man of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, as the campus is located near the birthplace of the national leader. Let us now move on to the session. First speaker for the day is Mr. Chintan Raju. He is a senior IP debug enabling research engineer at Intel Corporation, California, US. He has 8 years of experience at Intel in high volume product development, design, research, and development. Qualification wise, he has completed double masters in electrical engineering as well as computer engineering and worked as a research scholar at Boston University. He is a philanthropist too. He is the founder of Umide, the Billion Dreams Foundation, an NGO working towards uplifting poor kids from illiteracy. Well, he is a writer too, a Hindi and Gujarati language poet. Let us all hear it from Mr. Chintan Raju. Chintan sir, please.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shah, for the kind and warm welcome. I would like to start by paying my respect to Honorable Minister of Education of Government of Gujarat, Upendra Singh Ji Chudasama, Sanjay Mataji. I would also want to pay my respect to incredible Dr. Naveen Sheth, who has about 250 plus publications and 2,500 citations, and a very well renowned researcher in the pharmaceutical area. I would also like to acknowledge and pay my equal respect to Mr. Bansali and Mr. Shukla. I'd like to also thank Tirupati Foundation Trust and Sardar Patel Education Campus for creating this webinar and opportunity. हम लोगों को प्रवासी भारतीय always they say that you can take India out of I mean you can take Indian out of India but you cannot take India out of an Indian. તો અમે લોકો પ્રવાસી ભારતીયો બધા હું બધા તરફથી કહું તો અમે લોકો તન મન કર્મ અને વચન સાથે ભારતથી જોડાયેલા છીએ અને આ બેટિંગમાં તો દિવાલા છીએ અને અમે ઇન્ડિયન સાથે પહેલેથી જોડાયેલા છીએ. So by doing that, let me start sharing my content. Actually, the content sharing is disabled. I'm not able to no longer able to share the content. The link seems to be disabled. Okay, now I got it. Okay, thank you.
So that there's another example of using OpenVino, and then you can have a smart cameras to identify people who are wearing mask, so who are wearing mask and who are not wearing mask. So similarly, there's a lot of scope available. Similarly, in the pharmaceuticals, we need fast-paced medical research based on AI, and machine learning will play a big role into that, and manufacturing of the supplements like and medicines. Finally, I want to talk about COVID-19. It's cure, compute, connect, and create new jobs. Right. So this is a 5C model, right? Like COVID-19 is a challenge, but we need to find a cure. Right. We need to be more. We need to have by using the compute technology, connecting with people, and I would like to motivate, especially the students who are here. Right. Be it Sardar Patel campus or many other students and faculties who have joined. There's ample opportunity in engineering and pharmacy and in medical. So I would really motivate you all to find your own opportunities, work on projects, turn your projects into startups. We have president of SME here. We have all those dignitaries here to guide you for that, and we all are with you. And I really hope that we all can fight and excel together, and be it from the smallest of the person to the brilliant scientist, all of them can contribute together and create more jobs and solve this crisis, all of us together. And I would like to open it for a minute or so for if there are any questions for me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chintan sir. We'll keep the questions at the last. So we shall move forward. Thank you, Chintan sir, for your excellent presentation and insights into the challenges and opportunities shown to us the medical and healthcare sector, e-commerce and online sections, entertainment and live streaming, ultra-speed smart devices, and connectivity. Moving on to the next session, our next speaker is Mr. Maulik Bhansali sir, who is a co-founder and CEO at NetWeb Software Limited. He's a young, dynamic, and energetic leader, and his continuous efforts to strive for the best has got him the positions of repute like chairman and director at Gujarat Electronics and Software Industries Association. He is also NESCOM's National SME Council member and leads several NESCOM activities in the region for IT and ITES SMEs across Western India. He was governing council member of ITES Sector Skill Council during 2017 to 2019. He has established construction and infrastructure development venture in the name of UA Infrastructure Limited. He is on board of studies and board of management with several known universities. He has served as a speaker at various professional and educational institutes. He is a mentor to many young entrepreneurs He strongly believes in his obligation to give back to the academic fraternity and society. Over to you, sir. Maulik, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon. It's good noon. And good evening, Chintan Bhai out there in the US. So nice of you to join from there. And it's a great platform that this has been created, really honestly. And it's my honor to be kind of speaking here and be there as I thank Sardar Patel Education Campus and Tirupati Foundation. And it's such an honor and pleasure to be here and being with everyone amongst our leaders like Sri Bhupendra Siji, our Minister of Education, who has been so dynamic and so forthcoming himself. I'm also very happy to kind of be here along with Sri Dr. Naveen Bhai, again a very dynamic leader, have been leading education for so many years now, and I have had an opportunity to meet him also several times. I'm so happy to have been along with Mr. my dear good friend Nilesh Bhai Shukla, who is also one of the industry leaders around here, and he has been very phenomenal vocal voice in terms of when it comes to several initiatives that industry and academia should really take for the advantage of the ecosystem at large. And again, of course, great hearing you, Chintan Bhai, from out there from the US, and I'm so happy to kind of know different facets of yours as well. And of course, thanks to Samir Bhai for moderating this and kind of giving us the opportunity to speak here. And I also thank on behalf of GAZIA, which I'm representing as Gujarat Software Industries and Electronics Industries Association. This is very interesting times that we are living in, very unprecedented times, and it's such a great honor and pleasure for me to address all the students from various different, not just from Gujarat alone, but I understand there are several students from overseas and faculties as well, and I know few people from industries also have joined. I hope you can hear me well. Is that correct? Am I audible enough? Just wanted to make sure that I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. So
Perfectly audible.
yeah, thank you. So I think it's important to kind of give the context that what the time has been and how it has unfolded overall, right? And if I look a step back approach, and if I look at how things have unfolded, it will actually set the context and the background of what we are and what challenges or opportunities that we are looking at, right? So normally, as we all have seen that this pandemic has become a greatest accelerator ever, okay, for transformation in various ways, transformation of our workplaces, transformation of our businesses, transformation us as individuals, as social animals, right? How we shop, how we exercise, how we entertain ourselves, how we communicate, in many ways, how we shop, right? How we talk to our people, what do we do at homes, how do we keep ourselves more interested in what's happening, medical healthcare and so on, right? So entire gamut of the systems have been transformed or is in the process of transformation. Now, in late 1980s, we all heard a term which was coined in that time around and was very prevalent and is still, of course, prevalent, but now in a different form. It's called VUCA, right? Where your V stands for volatility, U stands for uncertainty, C stands for complexity, and A stands for ambiguity, right? So we're talking about now these four things which has happened all in just last 3 or 4 months, right? And a multidimensional change came in from all this multidimensional change, right? Which means when I say multidimensional, it means across the countries, across the borders, across different domains, across different segments, and you name it, right? So it's a multidimensional change which came in. So something which we heard in a word which was coined or an acronym which was coined in 1980s is completely different and transforming, and things like 80-90% of businesses got shut down and so on, for example. Of course, now businesses are opening up and economic activities have started in India and of course in many countries as well. I mean, we in India really did very well in terms of calling on lockdown, but that also kind of brought in a lot of different ways the way we deal things and how we do things, right? Massive transformation. it is important for us to know how this massive transformation, as we call, is going to sustain, or how are we going to see it over next few years or in the future. A lot of things have changed, and a lot of things are changing as we speak. So one thing which has changed is the way we have responded to the situation, right? In past, any such epidemic or any such, if there was any natural calamity, our response was opening up centers. Our response was opening up health centers, community centers. So schools getting converted into community centers, government offices or municipal offices getting converted into health centers, and several, camps being opened for medical checkups and so on. However, in this condition, for the first time ever, the response has been different. The response has been, do not gather, no centers to be opened, stay at home, right? No school, stay at home. Don't even go to the hospital unless it is absolutely necessary for you, stay at home. So what we're talking, in situation like this for the first time, our response has been way different. It is not about gathering at all, but it is about distribution, right? So stay where you are. And that means there is a way we have responded is in a distributed form. So what we are looking at, systems are now required kind of to move, or to at least to transform or additionally do in distributed forms, right? Make things available where you are. That's the biggest change. Now, that's the reason why I wanted to really set this context, because that then defines that what are the possible challenges and therefore what are the possible opportunities, right? And if you look at, it is moving from centralized to distribution systems. So our brains need to really be rewired to prioritize distribution over centralization, and home over institutions, or where you are over institutions, right? And that therefore brings in a lot of different things together to be able to enable this, right? To be able to go forward to this, enable our businesses, enable our lives, enable our healthcare systems, enable our education, enable our campuses, to be able to deliver, enable the small-time shopkeepers and everyone around that we are talking. So essentially, what we are seeing that this is basically, 2020 is an year which has changed the trajectory of e-commerce, for example, telemedicine, and remote working and education. Completely, the trajectory has changed, right? And we are seeing greater pilot programs and accelerated adoption of autonomous deliveries, digital payments, contactless payments, payment technologies, digital payment technologies, voice and video conferencing, collaboration technologies, AI-powered customer services, wearable health devices, telemedicine, Internet of Things, connected devices, and so on, automated service capabilities, drones, and so on. I mean, so what we are looking at, these are the technologies which are now being implemented in a big way to be able to enable distribution over centralization, right? So can I request to turn off the microphones of other attendees, please? May I request other attendees to please turn off the microphone? So we all- Okay, so what we are looking at, I'll continue. So what we are looking at, this change which is happening, right? And what has not changed? What has not changed is one thing, that how do we survive in current times, right? And that is something which is the biggest challenge to all the businesses, to everyone around, who, whether small or medium or large businesses. Okay, we are talking about new normal. And what is this new normal? I mean, people wonder what this new normal is all about. And there are different definitions, different perceptions of this new normal. But this new normal really is very much relevant to what you are doing, what business you are in, what is that you are doing now. Are you studying? Are you teaching? Are you providing health services? Are you a manufacturing company? Are you an IT company? Are you a shopkeeper? Are you a roadside vendor? Are you a mall? So new normal is different to these different people, right? But what hasn't changed is principally these four things, and which makes us resilient as businesses and us resilient as people and as human beings as well. Whether you are business or any other organization, or like even an NGO, or even if you are a education institute like yours, for example, what hasn't changed is these four things, and that makes us very resilient. Number one is human centric engineering. So anything and everything that we do has to be human centric, and whatever we do has to have that human angle. Second thing is enable it with digital technology, right? So when we talk about making it human centric, but yes, enable it through digital technologies to be able to deliver, to be able to make sure that people are able to consume and are able to take advantage of that. Third, partnership and collaboration, right? We talked about things are done in distributed form. Mr. Chintan mentioned earlier that you need to have more than one suppliers, for example. You cannot just rely on one anymore, and you have to be local as well as connected to other suppliers as well in the ecosystem, which means you have to develop an ecosystem, which means you have to have a partnership in place, collaboration in place with different vendors and with different partners of yours in the trade or in the business that you are in, right? And the fourth important thing is repurpose and reimagine the customer experience, which means how do you engage your end client. So for example, if you are an education institute and if you are having online education delivery, right, online classes, how do you make sure, of course you can deliver the content online, you can have students learn online, deliver the assignments online, even do the tests and exams online, but how do you make sure that they're engaged? How do you make sure that they are able to gather what you are really teaching them, or how are they really able to gather that? And it's a whole different thing when you're at a campus and studying, right? I would like to go to a campus and meet my friends, sit in a canteen for some time, meet my professors, engage with them, talk with them, and also peer learning, right? How is this engagement possible when you do online education? So that is about repurposing and reimagining the engagement. If it is a customer, with a customer, if it's a student, with a student, if it's a patient, it's a patient, right? So these four things doesn't change. And if you have the right combination of these four things, that's when you are able to make a difference. So today, industry is looking for people who can think in these four different parameters at any point of time, because they themselves need to reinvent, reimagine, and remodel to be able to sustain and go forward, which means essentially one has to be a problem solver, right? And doesn't matter what technology that you're talking, but one has to be a problem solver. And these problem solving skills are at the forefront of anything and everything that we were doing, and even more so now. However, going to one of the very important items and topics is what are the different technologies or what are the different skill sets that people will need to have in addition to this general way of doing an approach that I talked about. First and foremost, let us understand that we talked about taking systems from central to distributed way, right? Which means it has to be enabled in that form. And cloud systems and cloud are the great way of enabling all these systems that we talked about to take it into a distributed form from a centralized form. So what we're talking are different, various different opportunities. For example, technologies which take data or which kind of sense data from the point where it is generated, right, to the point that it is delivered. Now, this data could be in any form. It could be in form of audio, it could be in form of video, or it could be form of images, right? So we're talking about, when we talk about data collection or data sensing, then we can talk about things like IoT, Internet of Things, connected devices, sensors, and so on. Then we're talking about communication technologies. Now, we all are hearing 5G is just around the corner. Now, 5G is going to make a big difference in terms of bringing things together, though they are in distributed forms, and making it available and enabling it in a big way to be able to distribute and consume. So 5G is a great opportunity that we believe is going to be in terms of communication technology. Now, we're also talking about remote clients, remote workforce. So we are talking about collaborative technologies. We're talking about technologies which are available out there for us to be able to collaborate, like what we are doing now, video conferencing, for example, right? We're talking about experience and engagement. How do we make our online education more interesting? So gamification, for example. So even when I'm delivering education online, how do I make my students more interested? So gaming and gamification is great opportunity. And therefore, technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality is a great opportunity for all of us. We are also talking about image analytics. So when we're talking about telemedicine, for example, and if I'm a doctor, if I'm engaging with my patient, let's say miles away, how do I make sure that he's really doing well? Is there a possibility of gesture analysis? Is there a possibility of facial analysis while I'm actually consulting the patient? Yes. And how is that possible? By image analytics, by computer vision, and that is possible. So there is a great opportunity in computer vision as well. Now, we are also talking about AI, artificial intelligence, which is so very important. And the more we are distributed, the more data we are generating across different mediums, right? Because what has become important to us is our communications, our channels of communication, and all these channels of communication are just producing a lot of data every single day and every single minute, right? Which means a lot of data to consume, a lot of data to analyze, and get intelligence out of it for various people, for policymakers, for our government, for our health workers, for our health agencies, for pharma companies, for our scientists, for our media, and so on. Multiple opportunities out there. We're talking about data analytics is a great opportunity. We are also talking about AI in conversational AI, right? So conversation is how will I really enable my client-facing agents to be contactless and also to be able to answer my clients, and therefore conversational AI or chatbots or voice-enabled AI is a great opportunity to be having. Now we all talked about this thing, but what is really important that all this data, while it is being delivered, while it is being consumed, or while it is being generated, very important aspect is cybersecurity, right? Including digital payments. We are talking about more and more digital payments to be enabled, more and more contactless technologies to be enabled. Now that comes in with great scare of cybersecurity, right? So cybersecurity is a great opportunity. I believe one must understand whether you want to be really cyber expert or not. But even as a user, one have to understand that how do you kind of take any kind of proactive preventive measures even as an organization, right, to be able to consume those technologies and to be able to really deliver those technologies. So cybersecurity is a great initiative which is required across, great awareness and great trainings which are also required. So great opportunities in terms of training programs as well to be made available to students, to the faculties, and even to the industries to be able to implement cybersecurity and understand that very well. So cybersecurity is a great opportunity. Now, while we talked about all these things, what I must mention that these are the technologies which are really there and were there before as well. It's not that they were not there, but these times have brought in a sudden need or a change as the trajectory has accelerated or has gone beyond what we had thought and what we had even thought of planned of. So there are ways and means of doing this. One can actually initiate pilot programs. One can be a part of startup initiatives. You don't just necessarily have to be employed somewhere after learning and understanding these technologies. But if you are understanding a pain area and problem areas very well, and there are a number of problem areas, like I said, this pandemic has brought in multidimensional change, right? So normally when we talk about coming up with a startup idea, we talk about three very important things. One is the pain area. What pain area or problem area that you are solving, right? Second is for whom you are solving, right? किसके लिए आप ये कर रहे हो? For whom, right? And what is the age group? Is it something to be solved for rural India or rural people or urban population or urban cities and so on? So what is the problem for whom you are solving? These two important parameters once looked at, and there are a number of multiple such problem and pain areas that you will come through today, right? When you look at very closely. And when you look at a problem area and when you're identifying a problem area, do not think about technology at that point of time. Just look at the problem that you are solving. And is that making sense? If you are facing a problem, are your friends, families, businesses around you are also facing the same problem? And if yes, who are these? Find that out. Now, once you have that sorted out, technology is available to you to be able to enable that solution, right? So this is the classic triangle of pain area, problem area, demography, and a technology available to solve. Now, today, though these are unprecedented and unfortunate times that we are going through, however, it has presented a lot of opportunities us at the same time, if we now look at from this triangle's perspective, pain area, problem area, demography, who and what, which is multidimensional, like I said, and then the technology to enable. There are a lot of opportunities. I strongly recommend that all the students, all the faculties must start putting in place approaches like design thinking to be able to start solving these problems or even to start thinking in this fashion and then adapt these technology skills areas and capabilities to be able to deliver. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, there are three things which can help to sort out any problem, even for a business, which is people, second, processes, how to enable it, and third, technology, right? What will it take to enable it? People, processes, and technology. These three things, if we really go by and understand very well, we will be able to deal with this, not just this situation, but any situation going forward and become resilient. I think becoming resilient for any business and therefore becoming resilient for any individual, including a student or aspiring entrepreneur, is very important. Okay, so I strongly recommend people to start thinking in all our friends, all our students to start thinking in that in the way how we can really take a design thinking approach to solve a problem, right? Finally, I invite all students, all the faculties, and all the education institutes to really come and talk to us as Gazia. I also represent on NASCOM, so if there are any collaborative opportunities which are possible to be able to really engage with startups, to be able to really talk about it, to be able to really facilitate any initiatives that you have, we'll be very happy to assist as industry. And it's such a great honor talking to you again. And I'll be very happy to take up any questions if there are any at some point of time. Thank you so much. It's such a great pleasure being here.
Thank you, Maulik sir, for explaining in detail the n number of possibilities that lies in the period of this lockdown that has turned up. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. I request all the participants to keep their videos and audios off, please. Moving on to the next session, I would like to invite Mr. Nilesh Shukla, sir. He's the proprietor of Nilesh. Working primarily for the development of youth SME and providing professional solutions in various verticals of education, business, and trade affairs. Currently, he is the president of India SME Forum Gujarat chapter, chairman of Mahajan Sankalan Committee GCCI, immediate past president of VCCI, in managing committee of Federation of Gujarat Industries, and director of Vadodara Marathon. Nilesh sir was Senate and Syndicate member of MS University of Baroda from 1989 to 2014. Ex-General Secretary and ex-Vice President of Student Union of MSU Vadodara. Shukla sir's endeavors are directed to bring all the sections of society together on a common platform and achieve the cherished goal with commitment and active involvement. We are eagerly waiting for you to take up, sir. Shukla. I request all the participants to keep their audios and videos off, please.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
अच्छा, माननीय भूपेंद्र सिंह जी, हमारे मिनिस्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन, वाइस चांसलर नवीन सेठ जी, चिंतन भाई, मौलिक भाई, एसपीसी कैंपस के परिवार के सभ्यों, ज्वाइंट हुए हर एक मेरे भाई और बहनों, there are a lot of things we discuss by चिंतन भाई, मौलिक भाई, के टेक्नोलॉजी किस तरह से हमें यूज की जाए, अभी क्या चेंजेस है, किस तरह से अभी हमें मोड और वर्क स्टाइल बदलनी पड़ेगी. हमने प्रैक्टिकली भी देखा कि हमारे देश में जब कैशलेस की बात हुई तो वो इतना फिर भी नहीं इंप्लीमेंट हो पाया था जितना अभी जो कोविड-19 हुआ तो उसके बाद देयर इज नो वे, तो कंपलसरी सबको करना पड़ा. हम देख रहे हैं एवरीवेयर. सिमिलरली हर एक चीज में हमें कोई ना कोई टेक्नोलॉजी और उनकी हमें नई डिजिटाइजेशन का यूज करना पड़ा. और मैं उससे लिए ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लेता हूं बिकॉज आई एम वेरी मच कंसर्न एंड इंटरेस्टेड टू गिव द प्रॉपर suggestion to my young people जो लोग आज बिफोर कोविड-19 में रिसेशन चल रहा था, ग्लोबली चल रहा था, और बिफोर 19 कोविड में जॉब एक चैलेंज थी, वो बहुत तकलीफ थी। आफ्टर कोविड-19 तो हमें पता होना चाहिए, मैं ग्राउंड रियलिटी इसलिए बता रहा हूं कि जो है वो है, दैट वी हैव टू एक्सेप्ट इट। बट उसके बाद हमें जो भी डिफिकल्टी है, जो भी क्राइसिस है, जो भी चैलेंज है, उनके सामने मेन ऑब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए। दैट इज माय पर्सनल फीलिंग। तो हम जानते हैं कि आज के दिन में जॉब कट रहे हैं, सैलरी कट रही है, माइग्रेंट वर्कर जा चुके हैं। जब तक आएगी नहीं तब तक आप मानो या ना मानो, बिजनेस में और टर्नओवर में कोई न कोई जगह पे जहां टेक्नोलॉजी और डिजिटाइजेशन नहीं है, वहां डेफिनेटली प्रॉब्लम होने वाला है। और फ्यूचर जो हमने पहले भी देखा था, हमारे पढ़ने में भी आया, बहुत सारे हमारे वर्कशॉप भी हो गए यंगस्टर्स के लिए कि भाई 2030 के अंदर क्या क्या जॉब चली जाएगी। रिसेप्शनिस्ट नहीं रहेंगे, ये नहीं रहेंगे, ऑपरेटर नहीं रहेंगे, क्योंकि सब ऑटोमाइजेशन पे चला जाएगा। तो एवरीबडी अवेयर अबाउट दैट। बट नाउ माय सजेशन डायरेक्टली टू द कनेक्टेड आफ्टर दैट, कि स्टूडेंट्स क्या सोचते हैं, ये भी एक हम सब के लिए, और एजुकेशनल हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, और इंडस्ट्रीज हम क्या कर रही है, एंड गवर्नमेंट का क्या रोल है। ये चारों चीज हमें अगर नंबर 1, आज कोई भी स्टूडेंट फाइनल ईयर के है, आई एम रनिंग द यूनिफाइड ग्रोथ फाउंडेशन जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे यूथ के साथ ज्यादा अटैचमेंट था, उनके लिए ही काम किया, स्टूडेंट लीडर से लेके सिंडिकेट में। तो आई ऑलवेज थिंक अबाउट दैट कि हमारा फ्यूचर यूथ है और उनके लिए ही हमें सोचना चाहिए। तो जब भी हम जहां जहां फाइनल ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स के पास जा रहे हैं, 60 या 80 की बैच जहां है, वहां खड़े हो जाते हैं, कोई भी ब्रांच हो, कोई भी जगह हो, कि भैया व्हाट नेक्स्ट प्लान, 70 to 80% खड़े हो जाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि हमें आउटसाइड कंट्री जाना है। हम बोलते हैं क्यों जाना है, तो वो तो हमें डिटेल भी दे देते, कहां जाना है, कैसे जाना है, प्रायोरिटी उनको पता है कि भाई पहले कनाडा जाना है, बाद में हमें अमेरिका जाना है, कैसे जाना है, कहां लोन मिल रही है, क्या मिल रही है, ये भी उनके पास पूरी डिटेल है। तो मुझे यही कहना है कि जिस तरह से आप अपनी कैरियर और फर्दर एजुकेशन और फर्दर बिल्टअप करने के लिए सिर्फ आप आगे का सोचते हो, जिस तरह से आउटसाइड कंट्री का, सिमिलरली नाउ जब तक ये आप समझते हो कि बाहर भी एजुकेशन अभी बंद है, बाहर भी जाना बंद है। बट देखो जिस तरह से डिजिटाइजेशन में आपने देखा कि हर एक चीज आ गई, बाहर के कंट्री वाले जो हमें पूछते नहीं थे, आज ड्यूल डिग्री भी वो देने के लिए ऑफर हो करने चालू कर दिया, ऑल यूनिवर्सिटी, एवरीवन, कि भाई आप हमारे से एडमिशन ले लो, ये कर लो। दिस इज वन ऑफ द थिंग व्हाई आई एम सेइंग लाइक दैट। ये अभी क्यों बोल रहा हूं कि इमीडिएट जो हमारे फ्रेशर्स है, उनके माइंड में बहुत सारी एक मन के अंदर एक डर सा, बट एक चीज समझ लो कि हमें ये सोच निकालनी है, हमें सॉल्यूशन की तरह आगे जाना है। एंड देन आई हैव वेरी स्मॉल थिंग टू डिस्कस विद एवरीवन, कि मैं सीधा अपने मन में जो भी है सॉल्यूशन वो बताने चाहता हूं। मेरे मन में जो है, जिस तरह से कैसे स्टूडेंट्स को करना चाहिए, कैसे यूनिवर्सिटी को, कैसे गवर्नमेंट, कैसे हमें, ये भी कहना चाहता हूं। तो नंबर 1 मैं स्टूडेंट से स्टार्ट करता हूं। स्टूडेंट्स के अंदर आप देखो, फाइनल ईयर के अंदर कोई भी जगह है, तो उनको क्या है कि जिस तरह से जो चिंतन भाई और मौलिक भाई ने बताया, उसको गोल घूम के मैं बताऊं तो एक ही है कि सबको मल्टीटास्क ट्रेनिंग लेना है। हर एक को अपने आप को ट्रेन इस तरह से करना है, मल्टीटास्क मीन्स मैं 1981 से एमएसएमई और 88 से मैं काम कर रहा हूं। तो मैं जिस तरह से एमएसएमई की डेफिनेशन समझता हूं कि एमएसएमई क्या कर रही है, सेल्स खुद देख रही है, परचेज देख रही है, प्रोडक्शन देख रही है, क्वालिटी, लॉजिस्टिक, एचआर, आईटी, अकाउंट, फाइनेंस, हर एक चीज खुद कर रही है। तो सिमिलरली मुझे ये भी कहना है कि कोई भी ब्रांच में है, कोई भी बच्चा है, मगर बेसिक अगर इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट है, अकाउंट का स्टूडेंट है, कॉमर्स का स्टूडेंट है, बीबीए वाला है, अगर उसे क्रॉस बॉर्डर बिजनेस नहीं मालूम है तो अभी वो नहीं चलेगा। ई कॉमर्स तो सब छोटे मोटे करते हैं, क्रॉस बॉर्डर बिजनेस के लिए उनको सीखना पड़ेगा। उन्हें जिस तरह से अभी बताया कि मैक्सिमम अपॉर्चुनिटी आज के दिन में जो है, जो मौलिक भाई ने बोला कि जो अभी साइबर सिक्योरिटी, साइबर क्राइम, सिर्फ हमारे देश में 3 लाख से ज्यादा वैकेंसी है, इस तरह से बताया जाता है। बहुत सारे प्राइवेट साइबर सिक्योरिटी सिलेबस चल रहे हैं। मुझे अभी एजुकेशन से सेठ साहब आपसे और हमारे मिनिस्टर साहब से रिक्वेस्ट करना है कि हर एक यूनिवर्सिटी और वो चला रही है, मगर हमें हमारे सिलेबस में भी अभी जो ढांचा है उन्हें भी थोड़ा बदलने की जरूरत है। उन्हें भी हमें मल्टीटास्क और इस तरह से एडिशनल, या तो फिर हम ये छोटे छोटे ब्रिज कोर्स बना के हमारे हर एक उसमें दे दे। हम चला भी रहे, प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस कर भी रही है, मगर ये मैं बाय एंड लार्ज ओवरऑल करने के लिए मेरा एक छोटा सा सुझाव है। सेकंड थिंग इज कि दूसरा जो काम है कि बच्चों वो बोलते हैं कि जो ये मेरा काम नहीं है, उसमें से उन्हें बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा। एंड एमएसएमई रिलेटेड जो जॉब क्रिएशन करती है, और आज जिस तरह से हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 2 चीज बताई थी, बिफोर कोविड बोला था $5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी, एंड आफ्टर कोविड उन्होंने बताया है कि हमें हमारा खुद का जो है लोकल फॉर वोकल बनाना है। मेरे हिसाब से दोनों चीज में जो पहली बात थी वो बहुत लंबी सोच थी, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली कोविड-19 आ गया, मगर उससे उनसे ज्यादा ताकत से, उनके ज्यादा फोर्स से उन्होंने वो बता दिया कि लोकल फॉर वोकल के लिए हमें करना है। अभी बहुत सारे मेरे दोस्त बोलते हैं, इंडस्ट्रीज वाले, ये क्रिटिसिज्म करने वाले या इंक्लूडिंग ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करने वाले, कि भाई लोकल फॉर वोकल ये तो एक स्लोगन हो गया है। मुझे कहने की जरूरत है कि स्लोगन नहीं है, समझ लो। लोकल फॉर वोकल तभी हमारे प्रधानमंत्री बोले हैं जब पूरे विश्व ने चाइना को बॉयकॉट करने का एक मन में ठान ली है, जब पूरे विश्व ने ऐसा कुछ सोचा हुआ है कि हम किस तरह से उनका एक विकल्प खड़ा करें। और आज मुझे ये कहने की जरूरत है कि हमारे देश में जो जो इंपोर्ट हो रहा है, जितनी चीज फ्रॉम चाइना और अदर कंट्री जो हमारे देश में नहीं बन रही है, उनके लिए हम सब ट्रेड इंडस्ट्रीज एसोसिएशन, फिक्की, सीआईआई एसोसिएशन, गुजरात चैम्बर, हम सब ने रिप्रेजेंट किया है, इंक्लूडिंग अवर इकोनॉमी रिवाइवल कमिटी मिस्टर हसमुख अढ़िया जी से भी, कि आप जो इस तरह से कोई नई आइटम बना रहे जो हमारे यहाँ नहीं बनती है और इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, उनको पूरा बढ़ावा दो। उन्होंने बोला नई पॉलिसी में वो आ रहा है, तो ये सबसे बड़ी हमारे देश में एक अपॉर्चुनिटी क्रिएट होगी। समझ लो कि हमारा जो अभी काम हो रहा है वो काम या जो हमारी प्रोडक्ट बन रही है उसमें एडिशनल क्या, और यहां मुझे चाहिए साहब एजुकेशन का सपोर्ट। यहाँ एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट अपने वहां अपने बच्चों को और वहां वो लेके इंटर्न की तरह तैयार करें। इंटर्नशिप, आप समझ लो कि आज फ्रेशर्स को जॉब नहीं मिलेगा तो उनको बोलो हड़बड़ी मत करे, घबराए मत। आप ये लोकल फॉर वोकल वाली जो आइटम है, हर एक इंस्टीट्यूट अपने यहाँ वोकल फॉर लोकल वाली वो अपने वहां वो डेवलप करें, उनके लिए रिसर्च करें। और वो करने से सबसे बड़ा फायदा ये है कि हम यहाँ प्रोडक्शन के लिए हमारा एकेडमिक एक्सपर्टाइज भी हमने मिल जाएगा, और ये सबसे बड़ी जरूरियात हमारे हर एक इंस्टीट्यूट के लिए भी है। गवर्नमेंट और सरकार के लिए ये सपोर्ट चाहिए कि जिस तरह से हमने यहाँ हमारा नया नया इनोवेशन और स्टार्टअप जिस तरह से सेंटर किए हैं और इतना सारा बढ़ावा दिया है, हर एक जगह चल रहा है, जीटीयू के चल रहे हो, तो उसमें ये एक चीज ऐड करनी है कि वोकल फॉर लोकल, लोकल फॉर वोकल वाली जो हमारी आइटम है, जो इंपोर्ट वाली, उनको इस स्टार्टअप में भी डाल दे, बच्चों को वहां कर दे। शायद हो
This way we can't hear Mr. Shukla anymore. Can anybody else?
Hello, Shukla sir. Probably sir has muted his mic. Mir sir, can you contact him? Mir sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll contact.
नॉलेज भी हमें हमारे एकेडमिक फील्ड में और उसमें इंक्लूड करके हमारे हर एक बच्चों को या तो हमें ये तैयार करना चाहिए. दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द माई सजेशन. दूसरा मैं ये बताता हूँ कि एक सॉल्यूशन जैसी बात ऐसी है जो हमने 2009 में जब नरेंद्र
शुक्ला सर. Excuse me, Shukla sir.
हैं या तो 15 दिन के लिए सर्टिफिकेट के लिए, उनकी वजह वो जो ब्रांच में काम कर रहे हैं, जहां पढ़ रहे हैं, वो सेगमेंट में उनके एरिया में उनके रिलेटेड उनको जॉब असेसमेंट करने के लिए हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट की तरफ से भेजना चाहिए. गवर्नमेंट को उनका सपोर्ट देना चाहिए. कलेक्टर से वहां से लेटर मिलना चाहिए. वहां के लोकल चैम्बर उनको सपोर्ट करे और वो एक करें. तो ये भी एक बात है. अभी रिसेंटली ये महामारी में हमने एक चैलेंजेस सबसे बड़ी हमारी वो थी कि आज हमने गुजरात गवर्नमेंट से और एमएसएमई डिपार्टमेंट नितिन जी गडकरी से भी हमने रिक्वेस्ट की है कि उन्होंने जो प्रोडक्ट मार्केटिंग के लिए
शुक्ला सर.
माननीय मंत्री श्री भूपेंद्र सिंह जी से कि नो द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ गुजरात एमएसएमई एंड इंडस्ट्री, ऐसा करके हमारे जितने भी 32 या जो भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट है वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट के डीआईसी के हिसाब से उद्योग आधार जो हमारा कंपलसरी है उन सब का डिजिटाइजेशन डायरेक्टरी बनाना चाहिए और उसमें हर एक में लिखना चाहिए कि वो इंडस्ट्रीज क्या कर रही है और क्या परचेज कर रही है और उन्हें किस तरह से कैसे मैन पावर की जरूरत है. साहब ये रेडी है. गुजरात चैम्बर और उनके थ्रू हमने ऑलरेडी आईसी को और इंडस्ट्री कमिश्नर और उनसे बताया है, मगर मैं गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से आप अगर फोर्स करेंगे तो मैं मानता हूं साहब कि विद इन द गुजरात बिजनेस ग्रोथ भी बढ़ जाएगा. हमारा कौन क्या काम कर रहा है, किससे क्या मटेरियल चाहिए, ये भी हमारे पास डिटेल आ जाएगी और किनको कहा किस तरह से जॉब चाहिए ये भी वहां इमीडिएटली हमें पता चलेगा. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ naukri.com ये सब है, मगर आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रैक्टिकल और वो कि जहां जो हमारा इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है, जब इंडस्ट्रीज का इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है, जब गवर्नमेंट का इन्वॉल्व होता है, तो ये इमीडिएटली हमारे से ये काम हो सकता है. तो दैट इज नंबर 1. दूसरा मुझे इंटेल के लिए राजगुरु जी से छोटा सा रिक्वेस्ट है कि इफ यू नो द नेम ऑफ इन योर इंटेल मिस्टर अजय भट्ट, ही इज अवर एक्स एल्यूमिना, ही इज अ यूएसबी पॉड इन्वेंटर. वो जब यहाँ आए थे तब हमने उनसे इंटेल का रिसर्च सेंटर गुजरात में करने के लिए बताया था. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ गुजरातीज इन इंटेल, इवन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एवरीवेयर, बट आई हैव टू से ओनली वन. वो मैं बोलता हूँ एक मीठी कंप्लेन करने की और एक्सपेक्टेशन आपके है कि मेहरबानी करके गुजरात में एक रिसर्च सेंटर खड़ा कर दीजिए. यहाँ भी इनोवेशन के लिए बहुत सारे लोग हैं, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. आप भी गुजराती हो के वहां सब कर रहे हो. बॉम्बे में है, राजस्थान में है या दूसरी जगह है, आईआईटी में है, तो एक बड़ौदा में भी या अरे गुजरात में भी आप करो तो ये बहुत बड़ा बढ़ावा मिलेगा. क्योंकि उनका रिसर्च में रूरल बेस किस तरह से हमें काम करना है, रूरल बेस आईटी में क्या करना है, ये सभी इन लोगों की जो मैटर है तो हमें वो बहुत अच्छी तरह से वो करेगी. दूसरी बात मैंने ये बोला कि
शुक्ला सर,
हाँ जी,
हमें अभी 2 मिनट में खत्म कर.
ओके. तो तो एनीवे तो मेरा ये कहना है कि रिगार्डिंग जो बाकी हमारे जो अभी कोविड के बाद जो हमारे लिए जो पैकेजेस दिए गए हैं, हम तो कैसे भी करके बाहर आ जाएंगे, बट हमें डरना नहीं है और हमें आगे बढ़ना है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shukla sir, for putting forward your views with great precision. Now, moving on with the next one, Professor Dr. Naveen Sheth, sir. Once again, I welcome you, sir. Dr. Sheth, sir, is a Vice Chancellor of Gujarat Technological University since 2016. Sir started his academic career way back in 1979, and during the course of time, he emerged as a tireless academician and herbal scientist. After having his early education in his hometown, he obtained MPharm degree from Allen College of Gujarat University. Professor Seth, sir, has also been the member of peer teams of NEC and NBA. He has also served as the member and chairman of various committees of UGC, AICT, GST, and GUJCOS, and several universities in India. He had been advisor and later on member of GPSC. In 2006, he took over as the chairman of Board of Pharmacy Education, AICT. Professor Seth, sir, has attended many national and international conferences in India and abroad. His research interests include traditional drugs, herbal drugs, and standardization, herbal formulation, and sir has more than 200 publications to his credit. Till date, more than 28 research scholars have completed successfully their PhD under his guidance. Sir is awarded with Lifetime Achievement Award at KLE University, Karnataka during 20th National Conference of Indian Society of Pharmacognosy at Belgaum, Karnataka, and World Education Convention 2017 at New Delhi. He is also recipient of prestigious Indo-Nepal Samrastha Award in 2018, Swami Vivekananda Excellence Award in 2019, and Academic Excellence Award by the Textile Association of India, Ahmedabad unit in 2019. He has also visited various countries such as Poland, Germany, US, China, Switzerland, South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, and Australia for paper presentation and as a resource person. His dream, vision, and efforts are directed towards making GTU to a world-class university in the field of science and technology. We are fortunate, sir, to have you here on this platform. Over to you, sir. Said, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible.
Yeah, sorry.
Now it's audible, sir.
1 minute. Now it's audible, na?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
audible. Word, sir.
Namaskar. Good afternoon, respected Honorable Minister of Education, Manya Shri Bhupendra Singh Ji Chudasama Ji, the today's experts from California, Shri Maulik Bhai, Shri Chintan Bhai, Nilesh Bhai, the principal trustees of the Tirupati Foundation, and all participants. So, very first, I congratulate the principal and organizing team for organizing such a wonderful international conference, particularly related with the COVID-19, the challenges and opportunities. So, the previous speakers, Sri Chintan Bhai, Nilesh Bhai, and Maulik Bhai, they have already described in various fields that there is a lot of challenges as well as a lot of opportunities here in India. The expectation from the Nilesh Bhai that there must be some bridge courses, because the different skills are required by the industry, and even after this COVID-19, post-COVID-19, there may be a lot of changes, because so many companies, they are presently there in the China, they are thinking to moving out from China, and they are in search of a good destination, and India will be the best destination. So definitely the new skills are required from the different our technocrats, and India is ready for that. even as far as the Gujarat Technological University is concerned, that we have established the continuing education center as per the requirement of the industry. We give the course either at their institutes, even not necessarily to have our affiliated college. Any NGO if apply us, we are giving them sanction to have that course, or at our university level also. We have completed such 25 different courses in AutoCAD, in robotics, and even in a tourism departments. So as per the requirement, a short-term courses of 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours, 1 week, 15 days, 1 month, that type of the short-term courses we are running by our continuing education center. Now, as far as this, there is already discussion. I am just focusing on the healthcare related area that we have in India. We have our old traditional system of medicine, the Ayurvedic system of medicine, but unfortunately, it is not recognized in a developed countries as the official system of medicine. No doubt, in US and other developed countries, their doctors, they are giving our Ayurvedic medicine, our ashwagandha, our licorice, so many medicines in the form of nutraceuticals, but not as a drug. But now, under this leadership of our present Prime Minister, movement is separated. When he taken the charge in 2014, the Ayush is separate ministry now. It is not with the health ministry. And the previously only 3% budget for the Ayurveda and all this Indian traditional system. Total health budget only 3% for the Ayush. Now there is a separate ministry and separate budget. And in this COVID-19, a task force is established. That task force is particularly going to study the clinical study, as an immunity boosters and other things, so many things of Ayurveda with a modern parameters as it is required by the modern system. So task force consisting a scientist, the doctors from modern system, Vaidya from the traditional system, and 50,000 patients now under clinical trials as per the modern protocols. And definitely, if it will be, the data will be useful, and 100% as per the Chinese system of medicine, our system will be accepted as a system of medicine after this COVID-19. So there is a lot of, suppose previously India is definitely a hub of pharmaceuticals, and we supply our 60% generic medicine in US supplied by India, quality medicines, and we are the number 3 as far as the volume of the drug is concerned, and as the value is concerned, we are 13th position. Means our is a cheaper medicines, quality medicine with cheap medicines. But now most of the drugs, but their API, active pharmaceuticals ingredients, they are manufactured in China, and our companies are using that API. Now, as per the policy of the central government, relaxation and so many things, now API will be manufactured in India after this. So many companies now come forward with the new policy announcement by the government. Previously, there is this, we are importing, India importing 7,000 crores rupees of the medical devices. Now, the government is establishing a medical devices park at Visakhapatnam and 3 other cities also. PPE kits, no PPE kits is manufacturing before this COVID-19. Now even only Rajkot is now producing 2 lakhs PPE kits per day, single city, and we are exporting the PPE kit now. So definitely this COVID-19, they affect the several sectors, even in education sectors. My university having more than 500 colleges and 20,000 teachers, which is approved by my university, means they are the teachers in our affiliated colleges. Only 3% teachers, they are using this digital platform of teaching and learning. After this COVID-19, my 100% 20,000 teachers, they are using this platform, e-learning platforms. So that is a miracle change. This COVID-19 is accelerator. So definitely the India is capable to change this, to turn these challenges into an opportunity. So I congratulate the organizer for selecting such a wonderful topic today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wise words about use of Ayurvedic medicines for the treatment of COVID-19 infection and brief insight into the manufacturing of allopathic medicines and medical devices in India post-COVID-19 situation. Now, moving on to the next. હવે હું એક પ્રિવિલેજ લઈશ ગુજરાતી ભાષામાં બોલવા માટે. નેક્સ્ટ આપણા સ્પીકર છે ભૂપેન્દ્રસિંહ ચુડાસમા સાહેબ શ્રી. બાપુ એ ગુજરાત વિધાનસભામાં ધોળકા વિધાનસભા સીટ ઉપરથી ચૂંટાઈ આવેલ છે. સાહેબ શ્રી હાલમાં ઓનરેબલ કેબિનેટ મિનિસ્ટર ફોર એજ્યુકેશન, લો એન્ડ જસ્ટિસ, લેજિસ્લેટિવ એન્ડ પાર્લામેન્ટરી અફેર્સ, સોલ્ટ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝ, કાઉ બ્રીડિંગ એન્ડ સિવિલ એવિએશન ગવર્મેન્ટ ઓફ ગુજરાત તરીકે નિષ્ઠાપૂર્વક અને ખંતપૂર્વક ગુજરાત અને દેશ હિતમાં એમની સેવા અથાગ પ્રયત્નપૂર્વક આપી રહ્યા છે. સાચું કહું તો સાહેબશ્રીનો 6 થી 7 વાર આ ડ્યુરિંગ લોકડાઉન જે પીરિયડ રહ્યો એમાં મને પર્સનલી સાંભળવાનો, અલગ અલગ વેબિનારમાં પર્સનલી સાંભળવાનો મોકો મળેલ છે. એવી જ રીતે બધાને મળેલ હશે. પણ બાપુશ્રી આપની વાણીને સાંભળવા માટે અમે બધા જ આતુરતાથી રાહ જોઈને બેઠા હતા. તો આપને પ્રસંગોચિત બોધન કરીને આપણી વાણીથી અમને બધાને લાભાન્વિત કરો. બાપુશ્રી ચુડાસમા સાહેબ.
I was ready to speak in English and Hindi both.
All right, sir. You can use your language. No issues, sir.
But when you invited me to speak in Gujarati, so I will speak in Gujarati.
All right, perfect.
સૌથી પહેલા હું તમને અભિનંદન આપું છું સરદાર પટેલ એજ્યુકેશન કેમ્પસને કે તમે આ પ્રકારના વેબિનારનું આયોજન કર્યું છે. ચિંતનભાઈ ખૂબ દૂરથી આપણી સાથે જોડાયા છે. છેલ્લે બોલનારની તકલીફ હોય છે, એટલે હું ઘણી વાર કહેતો હોઉં છું કે તમારા બધાની સ્પીચ નીચે હું સહી કરી દઉં છું. મિત્રો, આફ્ટર કોરોના, બિફોર કોરોના, 1.5-2 મહિના પહેલા ચિંતનભાઈ અને મૌલિકભાઈ, નિલેશભાઈની જાણકારી માટે, નિલેશભાઈને ખબર હશે, પણ જાહેર જીવનના લાંબા અનુભવના આધારે આ તક મેં પહેલા ઝડપી કે એજ્યુકેશન એઝ સચ વી હેવ ટુ થિંક ફોર આફ્ટર કોરોના, બિફોર કોરોના. I instructed all my private and government universities to arrange this type of webinars. I'm happy to say that all the universities, private and government, all the universities have organized more than 500 webinars in education, in health, in industry, in MSME, sports, different types of webinars. આજે ઉદ્યોગ ઉપર આફ્ટર કોરોના સમસ્યા અને તક, ચેલેન્જીસ એન્ડ ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટીઝ. મને લાગે છે કે જૂના ઉદ્યોગો માટે આ બરોબર છે, પણ જે નવા ઉદ્યોગો છે ને એના માટે તો તક જ પડી છે. આ માસ્કનો નવો ઉદ્યોગ આવી ગવાનો છે. ધીસ ઇઝ અ ન્યૂ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી. ભૂતકાળમાં નહોતો, માત્ર નર્સ માટે, ડોક્ટર માટે હતો એ 2 કે 5% હતો. હવે 100%નો બિઝનેસ. આ માટે સૌથી મોટી તક એ નવા ઉદ્યોગ માટે છે. આપણે પહેલા સેમિનાર કરતા હતા, આ માધ્યમનો ઉપયોગ ઓછો કરતા હતા ટેકનોલોજીનો. હવે આપણે આ માધ્યમથી વાત કરીએ છીએ એટલે મને લાગે છે કે આવતા સમયમાં ટેકનોલોજી ઉદ્યોગનો પણ ખૂબ મોટો વિકાસ થવાનો છે, એને પણ લાભ થવાનો છે. હમણાં નવીનભાઈએ કહ્યું કે પીપીઈ બિફોર કોરોના we didn't produce a single PPE in the country. Nowadays, we are producing in lakhs every day. Sanitization. Only doctors and nurses were used to wash their hands. When we also visit hospital, then we also. But in the offices, in our houses, in restaurant, we didn't use. But nowadays, use sanitization 5, 6, 10 times in a day. This is a new industry. મિત્રો, ઉદ્યોગ બહુ વિશાળ મોટો શબ્દ છે, પણ એમાં કોટન ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી, આયર્ન ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી, વુડન એન્ડ ગ્લાસ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી, એગ્રો ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી, health, Ayurvedic, medicine, sports, food industry, value addition industry, hotel industry, cottage industry, tour industry, event management industry, real estate industry, fashion industry, આ બધી જ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી ઉપર અસર પડવાની છે. પણ આપણે ભૂતકાળમાં એઝ અ કન્ટ્રી, એઝ અ સ્ટેટ, નરેન્દ્રભાઈ આપણને બધાને માનસિક રીતે તૈયાર કર્યા છે કે આફતમાંથી અવસર કેવી રીતે કરવું. અને નરેન્દ્રભાઈ ઇન હિઝ ઓન લાઈફ ઓલ્સો હી ક્રિએટેડ સક્સેસ ફ્રોમ હિઝ ક્રિટિકલ ડેઝ. આપણે વિશ્વ તરીકે પહેલી વાર આવી વૈશ્વિક સમસ્યાનો સામનો કરી રહ્યા છીએ. ભૂતકાળમાં સાયક્લોન આવ્યું, આસામમાં આવ્યું, પૂર આવ્યું, તામિલનાડુમાં આવ્યું, વધારે વરસાદ પડ્યો, ફ્લોરિડામાં પડ્યો, દુષ્કાળ પડ્યો, રાજસ્થાનમાં પડ્યો. એવી કોઈ પણ સમસ્યા અત્યાર સુધીની નથી આવી કે જે વૈશ્વિક સ્તરે અસર કરે. અને આપણે વિશ્વની દ્રષ્ટિએ સક્સેસફુલી અર્થક્વેક વી હેવ ફેસ્ડ, scarcity we have faced, flood we have faced, heavy rain we have faced. Before, after, during, what to do by the government, by the people, by the NGOs, we know. And it was for a limit time. For some time, we knew and know the reason and solution. But this is the problem. We do not know the reason. We do not know the solution. કારણ પણ ખબર નથી, મારણ પણ ખબર નથી, સમયની અવધિ પણ ખબર નથી. એવા સંજોગોની અંદર નિલેશભાઈ, હું આખા શિક્ષણ વિભાગનો મંત્રી છું, ફ્રોમ કેજી ટુ પીજી. એટલે મેં બાળકોને પણ આ પ્રકારની સમસ્યા માટે નવા અભ્યાસક્રમ તૈયાર કરવા અમારા શિક્ષકોને કહ્યું છે. મેં બધા વાઇસ ચાન્સેલરને પણ કહ્યું છે કે નોટ ઓનલી ઇન ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી બટ ઇન ધ ઓલ સબ્જેક્ટ્સ આફ્ટર કોરોના, બિફોર કોરોના, યુ પ્રિપેર ન્યૂ સબ્જેક્ટ્સ, ન્યૂ સિલેબસ. આઈ વિલ સિલેક્ટ એમોંગ ઓલ વિચ ઇઝ ધ બેસ્ટ. અને પછી આપણે એને બધી યુનિવર્સિટીઓમાં લાગુ કરીશું. આઈ એમ હેપી ટુ સે કે ઓલ ધ વાઇસ ચાન્સેલર્સ હેવ સ્ટાર્ટેડ ક્રિએટિંગ ન્યૂ સિલેબસ. આ ચેલેન્જીસ આપણી ભૂતકાળમાં પણ આવ્યા હતા, મંદીના સ્વરૂપમાં આવ્યા, બાકી અનેક રૂપમાં આવ્યા, પરંતુ વિશ્વ, ભારત, ગુજરાત એ બધી સમસ્યાઓને આપણે સારી રીતે મક્કમતાપૂર્વક આપણે ફેસ કર્યા, એમાંથી સફળતાપૂર્વક બહાર નીકળ્યા. ખાસ કરીને ઉદ્યોગની વાત કરીએ છીએ ત્યારે એના ઉકેલ માટે આપણે નવી પેઢી ઉપર વધારે આધાર રાખવો પડશે. નરેન્દ્રભાઈ એ મારા નેતા છે એટલા માટે કહું એના કરતા એ સુપર કન્ટ્રીઝ આર ઓલ્સો વિટનેસ કે 14-15 ક્યાં કોરોના હતો. એ વખતે નરેન્દ્રભાઈએ કહ્યું કે ભારત એ વિશ્વનો સૌથી યુવાન દેશ છે એટલા માટે ડિજિટલ ઇન્ડિયા, મેક ઇન ઇન્ડિયા, ન્યૂ ઇન્ડિયા, આઈ કેન, વી કેન, એની ફોરકાસ્ટ તમે જુઓ, એની દીર્ઘદ્રષ્ટિ તમે જુઓ અને એના આધારે એમણે સ્ટેન્ડઅપ ઇન્ડિયા કહ્યું, સ્ટાર્ટઅપ ઇન્ડિયા કહ્યું. આ સ્ટાર્ટઅપ એન્ડ સ્ટેન્ડઅપ ઇન્ડિયા એ ઉદ્યોગને બિલકુલ બંધ બેસે છે મિત્રો, એકદમ. અને એના ઉકેલ માટે પણ સ્ટાર્ટઅપ ઇન્ડિયા એમણે 5 વર્ષ પહેલા કહ્યું. અત્યારે nowadays sky is the limit for the entrepreneur working in SSIP, Student Startup Innovation Policy. And for the information of Chintanbhai, in the country, Gujarat ranking on top in startup policy. In 1970, Honorable Chief Minister Vijay Rupani introduced SSIP, Student Startup Innovation Policy. We, and I as a minister, I organized hackathon calling the industry people, what type of man you want. We are preparing simple graduates, science graduates, engineering. But nowadays, in new time, you have a new type of machinery. Our students do not know. I call all the industries and I take suggestion from all the industry people. I have also introduced some new courses also by their suggestions. In this scenario, particularly in industry, when everybody is now ready to believe, everybody has made up his mind, the origin of this corona is from China. Who has invested in China, now ready to come out. Who was prepared to invest in China, now he will not. Where he will go? Is finding where I have to go. I think, to my mind, they will come to India because of dynamic leader of India. And nowadays, Narendra Bhai is not only a leader of India, he has become a leader of global world also. So, new industries will come in India. And remember my words, all the global people who want to invest, they will come to India, and who want to come in India, they will prefer Gujarat. And because we are organizing Vibrant Gujarat since 2003, now we are accustomed, we are habituated, we are expert in organizing Vibrant Gujarat. Other states also started, but they are not succeeding as Gujarat. Every 2 years we are organizing this Vibrant Gujarat. I am a witness of Vibrant Gujarat since 2003 to 19. In early days, we were only. Nowadays, 15, 17, 18 countries are also to join our Vibrant Gujarat. This is a good sign for Vibrant Gujarat 2021. For Gujarat, there are so many opportunities. And for the entrepreneur who are hearing me, जो पहले आपके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी थी, आई रिपीट दिस वर्ड्स इन ऑल द वेबिनार्स। आपके पास पहले जो तक थी, इससे ज्यादा तक अपॉर्चुनिटी आफ्टर कोरोना मिलने वाली है। लिखकर एक कवर में बंद कर दो, 6 महीने के बाद मुझे याद करना कि what you had opportunity before corona, you will have more opportunities after corona, right on the wall। सबसे ज्यादा एग्रीकल्चर इंडस्ट्री में इन्वेस्टमेंट आने वाला है। आप सब जानते नहीं, मैं नहीं जानता, फॉर योर काइंड इंफॉर्मेशन, सिक्किम इज द ओनली स्टेट इन द वर्ल्ड, Sikkim is the only state in the world from where no even a single corona case is there, only because of natural farming। We are after chemical farming, they are not using a drop of chemical farming, only natural farming, प्राकृतिक खेती। मुझे लगता है कि ये एग्रो इंडस्ट्री है वो अभी उस तरफ जाएगी। दूसरा, ये जो माइग्रेंट्स पीपल हैं, अपने अपने घर गए हैं, जो अपने घर पहुंच गए हैं, टू माय माइंड आउट ऑफ देम 2%, 5%, 8% might not come back। Originally all are farmers, they might join their original business farming। इस शहरीकरण से ये सब समस्या खड़ी हुई है। यू कैन फाइंड हिंदुस्तान में ज्यादातर कोरोना कहां पर है? दिल्ली में है, बंबई में है, अहमदाबाद में है, गुजरात में भी राजकोट में है, सूरत में है, भावनगर में, रूरल में नहीं है। मतलब ये हुआ कि ये गोल्ड, ओल्ड इज गोल्ड, अभी पुराना हमको नए स्वरूप में लाना होगा। इंडस्ट्री से आ सकता है, वो शहरीकरण में सब इंडस्ट्री थी, अब ये उद्योग का विकेंद्रीकरण करना पड़ेगा। गुजरात ने किया है बाय यूजिंग वाइब्रेंट गुजरात। पहले सिर्फ अहमदाबाद में उद्योग थे, आज पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है। पहले जामनगर में थे, आज पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है। पहले राजकोट में था, अब पूरे जिले में है। पूरे राज्य में इंडस्ट्री जाने का एक सबूत चिंतन भाई आपके लिए कि पहले जो मेरी जमीन, आई एम अ फार्मर फ्रॉम धोलेरा सर, एक कीमत, 1 एकड़ की कीमत, 1 एकड़ की कीमत जो 1000 रुपया नहीं थी, 1 एकड़ की कीमत 1000 रुपया नहीं थी, धोलेरा सर जाने के बाद 1 एकड़ की जमीन 5 लाख में बिकती है। मतलब ये हुआ कि ये उद्योग का विकेंद्रीकरण करना पड़ेगा, ये शहरीकरण नहीं चलेगा अभी, क्योंकि विकेंद्रीकरण से गांव में शुद्ध हवा मिलती है। Nowadays in Gujarat we have provided infrastructure, roads, electricity, 24 hours electricity, water facility, everything is there in villages also। सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है शुद्ध हवा, शुद्ध पानी। हम सब घर में आ गए तो पानी शुद्ध हो गया, हम सब घर में आ गए तो हवा शुद्ध हो गई। ये हमारा ही दोष है। तो चलो शहर से निकलकर हम उद्योग को लेकर गांव में जाए, तो ये पर्यावरण का मुद्दा भी अच्छा हो जाएगा, पॉल्यूशन भी ठीक हो जाएगा। तो मुझे लगता है आज के वेबिनार से एक संदेश जाना चाहिए कि अपॉर्चुनिटी इतनी बड़ी है, इतनी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, मुझे दिखनी चाहिए, मुझे दिखनी चाहिए, और दिखाने वाले हम सब हैं। हमें भी ये सब दिखाना चाहिए। ये सब एंटरप्रेन्योर जो हैं, यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, हम गुजरात में करते हैं सीधीस। और गुजरात में स्टार्टअप के लिए हमने बहुत सारी योजनाएं भी की है और आगे भी हम करना चाहेंगे। तो आज के विषय में मैं अंत में इतना ही करूंगा कि हमको शहरीकरण से उद्योग को लेकर गांव में जाना होगा, और जहां गए हैं वहां सफलता मिली है, और ये सफलता के साथ हम आगे बढ़ेंगे तो चैलेंजेस कम होगी और अपॉर्चुनिटीज ज्यादा होगी। जय जय गरीबी गुजरात, जय जय गरीबी गुजरात।
Abhar Bapushri. After all dignitaries talked about the opportunities in post-COVID-19 condition, I'd like to add one thing to it. As I was attending a webinar yesterday on Atmanirbhar Bharat, as proposed by our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. One model was proposed during that webinar about the PIPE model. The first P stands for the patriotism. At least we should be using 5 products of daily use from the products which are made in India. Second is the innovation, as we have to go for the innovation, and that's the key factor in having Atmanirbhar Bharat. Another one is the production and productivity, the ethics, and the sales after services. All these factors, if we combine together, that will help us in having build of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you once again, all the speakers, for sparing your valuable time. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Chairman, Sir, Shri Girish Patel, Sir, to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries. What do you, Girish, Sir?
નમસ્કાર. તિરુપતિ ફાઉન્ડેશન ટ્રસ્ટ સંચાલિત સરદાર પટેલ એજ્યુકેશન કેમ્પસ તથા સંયુક્ત ઉપક્રમે આજે 30/5/2020 ના રોજ યોજાયેલા ઇન્ટરનેશનલ વેબિનાર કે જેનો મુખ્ય હેતુ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રોને COVID-19 ની ગંભીર મહામારી વચ્ચે ઔદ્યોગિક દ્રષ્ટિકરણ દ્વારા હાલની પરિસ્થિતિ અને ભવિષ્યમાં આવનાર પડકારોની વચ્ચે અવસરને કેવી રીતે મેળવી શકાય અને વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો COVID-19 ની પરિસ્થિતિને ચેલેન્જ તરીકે લઈ જોબ આ કાર્યક્રમમાં 5 કરતા વધુ દેશોના લોકો સીધા જ ફેસબુક લાઈવના માધ્યમથી જોડાયા છે. ઉપરાંત 22 થી વધુ રાજ્યોના વિદ્યાર્થીઓ તથા અધ્યાપકો અત્યારે આપના કાર્યક્રમને ફેસબુક લાઈવ દ્વારા નિહાળી રહ્યા છે. જીટીયુના વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, અધ્યાપકો, આચાર્યશ્રીઓ પણ આપની સાથે જોડાયા છે. આમંત્રિત સર્વે મહાનુભાવો, તજજ્ઞો, અમે તિરુપતિ ફાઉન્ડેશન ટ્રસ્ટ સરદાર પટેલ એજ્યુકેશન કેમ્પસ પરિવાર વતી આપ સર્વશ્રીઓને આભાર વ્યક્ત કરીએ છીએ. અમારા આમંત્રણને માન આપી પોતાના ખૂબ જ વ્યસ્ત કાર્યક્રમમાંથી વિદ્યાર્થીઓના હિત માટે આજે શિક્ષણ મંત્રી શ્રી ગુજરાત રાજ્ય શ્રી ભૂપેન્દ્રસિંહ ચુડાસમા સાહેબ જે સમય ફાળવ્યો તે માટે સંસ્થા પરિવાર તરફથી તેમનો હૃદયપૂર્વક આભારી છું. જીટીયુના વાઇસ ચાન્સેલર ડોક્ટર નવીન શેઠ સાહેબ જેમને હાલમાં લેવનારી પરીક્ષાના વ્યસ્તમાંથી તેમના સંદર્ભમાં ચાલતી ચર્ચા વિચારના વ્યસ્ત શેડ્યુલમાંથી આપણા વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો માટે આજે સમય કાઢી તેમને માર્ગદર્શિત કર્યા તે માટે આપ શ્રીને સંસ્થા વતી આભાર વ્યક્ત કરું. ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાંથી ઉપસ્થિત તેવા શ્રી મૌલિક વંસાલી સાહેબ તથા નિલેશ શુક્લ સાહેબ કે જેઓ ભવિષ્યમાં આવનાર પડકારોની સાથે ઊભા થયેલી તકોને કેવી રીતે ઝડપી શકાય તે માટેનું સચોટ માર્ગદર્શન પૂરું પાડ્યું છે. ઔદ્યોગિક તકો કેવી આવશે, પડકાર કેવા આવશે, તેની સાથે તકો કેવી આવશે તેના વિશે ઊંડાણપૂર્વક સમજ પણ આપના બદલ સંસ્થા પરિવારોથી આપનો આભાર વ્યક્ત કરું છું. કેલિફોર્નિયા USA થી જોડાયેલા ઇન્ટેલ કોર્પોરેશન શ્રી ચિંતનભાઈના માર્ગદર્શન માટે પણ આભારી છું. આ વેબિનારને સફળ બનાવવા માટે સ્ટુડન્ટ સ્ટાર્ટઅપ સેલ SSIP વડોદરાના કોઓર્ડિનેટર નિખિલભાઈ સુથાર સાહેબ ના પણ અમે આભારી છીએ. જય જય ગરવી ગુજરાત, વંદે માતરમ, ભારત માતા કી જય.
ચાલો બધા મહેમાનો આવજો, ફરીવાર મળીશું. ચિંતનભાઈ, મૌલિકભાઈ, નિલેશભાઈ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
ઓકે ઓકે.
યસ ચિંતનભાઈ, બધાને મળીને બહુ આનંદ થયો. મૌલિકભાઈ, આપો નમસ્કાર.
Sir.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Maulik, sir.
Thank you, bye.
Nilesh, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
See you all. Take care.